English Learning Podcast.
Listen, learn, and effortlessly enhance your English.
Hi, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Aisha, and I'm truly so happy you're here today. Whether this is your first time listening or your 10th, thank you for choosing to spend a few minutes of your day learning with me. Today we're going to talk about something very important. It's something that holds many English learners back. It's not about grammar. It's not about vocabulary. It's not about pronunciation. It's something even bigger. It's the belief that you must speak perfectly before you can begin speaking at all. Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought, I'll speak English when I know more words, or I'll try talking when I stop making mistakes? If so, you are not alone. Many learners feel this way, but this belief is not true. In fact, it's the opposite of how learning actually works. Here's the truth. If you wait until your English is perfect, you will never speak. Why? Because perfection doesn't exist. Not in learning, not in language, not even for native speakers. That's why today's message is simple and powerful. Speak English now. Improve it later. Don't wait. Don't overthink. Don't be afraid. Just begin. When you were a child learning your first language, did you wait until you knew all the grammar rules? Of course not. You just started. You made mistakes. You said funny things. And your parents laughed and corrected you. But you kept going. And slowly, you learned. The same method works with English. You don't need a perfect sentence to start speaking. You just need the courage to say a word, then a phrase, then a sentence. The more you speak, the more comfortable you'll become. The more comfortable you become, the better you will speak. Let me give you an example. Imagine you want to say, I went to the supermarket yesterday to buy some vegetables. But maybe you only know a few words, so you say, I go store, buy food. Guess what? That's okay. That's great, actually. You communicated your idea. That's the goal of language, to be understood. Over time, you'll learn. Go becomes went, store becomes supermarket, and food becomes more specific like vegetables or groceries. But none of that happens unless you start now. Here's a little truth that many forget. Fluency comes from practice, not perfection. Think about musicians. Do they wait to play the piano until they know all the music theory? No, they play. They make mistakes. They learn from them. They get better. You must do the same with English. So from now on, try this. Speak to yourself. Speak to your mirror. Speak to your notebook. Speak to your pet. It doesn't matter who hears you. What matters is that you hear yourself, that you build your confidence. Try saying simple things during your day like, I am brushing my teeth. I am walking to work. It is sunny today. These small actions are not small at all. They are powerful. They train your brain to think in English. And the more you do this, the faster you learn. Now, let's do a quick exercise together. I'll say the sentence. You repeat after me. Ready? I am learning English. I speak even if it's not perfect. I grow every time I try. I am not afraid to make mistakes. I am proud of myself. Say these sentences every day. Say them out loud. Say them with confidence, even if your voice shakes a little, because that's how you change your mindset. And once your mindset changes, everything else follows. Remember, you don't need big words. You need brave words. So here's your challenge today. Speak one sentence in English. Just one. Doesn't matter if it's small. Doesn't matter if it's simple. Just speak. Do it now. Don't wait. Don't aim for perfect. Aim for progress. Because every time you speak, you are one step closer to fluency. This is Aisha from the English Learning Podcast, reminding you that your voice is powerful. Use it. Speak English now. Improve it as you go. You've got this. Whether you're brushing your teeth, walking to work, or just relaxing, thank you for making time to improve your English with me. Today, I want to talk about something that holds so many people back from learning English quickly and confidently. It's not grammar, it's not vocabulary, it's not pronunciation. It's something deeper, something emotional. It's the idea that you have to speak perfectly before you start speaking at all. But here's the truth. If you wait until you're perfect, you'll never speak. Yes, you heard that right. If you keep waiting for the day when you never make a mistake, you may be waiting forever. And that's why today's message is simple, powerful, and life-changing. Speak English now. Improve it later. Don't wait. Don't worry. Don't overthink. Just begin. Right now. With the words you know. With the courage you have. Because every sentence you say, even if it's not perfect, is a step closer to fluency. Let me ask you this. When you were a child learning your first language, your mother tongue, did you wait until you knew all the grammar rules before you started speaking? Of course not. You simply spoke. You pointed. You made mistakes. You said words that made your parents smile or laugh. And over time, you got better. That's exactly how you learn English too. So, take a breath. Let go of perfection and just speak. This is your moment. This is your practice. This is your voice. Speak English now. Improve it later. Of course not. You spoke first, made mistakes, and slowly over time your speech improved. That's how your brain naturally learns languages. By doing, by speaking, by using the words in real situations. The more you speak, the better you become. It's that simple. Fluency doesn't come from silence. It doesn't come from thinking about speaking. It doesn't come from reading grammar books alone. Fluency comes from sound, from your voice, from action, from small, real conversations, even if they are broken or basic at first. So, if you feel shy or scared to speak English, let me tell you something very important. You are not alone. Many English learners, millions of them around the world, feel exactly the same. They worry about sounding silly. They worry about using the wrong word. They worry about their accent or being misunderstood. But every time you speak, even with mistakes, even with hesitation, you are doing something amazing. You are learning. You are growing. You are training your brain to express itself in a new language. That takes courage. That takes strength. And you should be proud of yourself for trying. Let me ask you this. Would you ever laugh at a baby for saying milk instead of, "Can I please have a glass of milk?" Of course not. You'd smile. You'd encourage them. You'd say, "Great job." And that's exactly how you need to treat yourself. As someone who is learning, someone who is brave, someone who is on the path to success. Here's the real secret of language learning. Mistakes are not bad. They are necessary. They are stepping stones. Every time you say the wrong word, your brain gets one step closer to remembering the right one. Every time you pause or hesitate, you're building the courage to keep going. Every sentence you try to say, even if it feels hard, is practice. And practice is power. That's why I encourage you to speak English out loud every single day. Yes, every day. It doesn't matter if you're talking to a friend, to a mirror, or just to yourself. What matters is your voice, your consistency, your commitment. Say simple things. I am brushing my teeth. I am going to the store. I like this music. I feel tired today. I want to learn more. These are not just words. They are acts of confidence. They are building blocks of your future fluency. And here's another truth. You don't have to wait to feel confident before you speak. You speak first, and confidence comes after. Think of every English word you say as a small seed. With each word, you are planting confidence. With every sentence, you are watering that seed. Over time, it grows into something strong, your voice in English. So don't let fear stop you. Don't wait for perfection. Don't hide behind silence. Speak. English now. Improve it later. Because that's the only way fluency is born. Through real effort, real speaking, real life. Remember, mistakes mean you're trying. Trying means you're learning. And learning means you're succeeding. So keep going. Keep speaking. Keep believing in yourself. You are doing better than you think. And I'm here cheering for you every step of the way. You're moving forward. And that's something to celebrate. Remember this. Mistakes are not failures. They are signs that you're trying. They are steps on the path to fluency. They are proof that you are learning. Even native English speakers make mistakes. Yes, even them. They forget words. They mix up grammar. They say things like, he don't, or I seen it, in casual conversations. But they don't stop speaking. Why? Because fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to speak anyway. And you are brave. Every time you open your mouth and try to speak in English, even just one sentence, you are building courage and strength. Now, let's talk about how you can take this mindset and turn it into real daily action. Start simple. Start with what you know. Start by talking to yourself in English. Yes, to yourself. When you wake up in the morning, say, "Good morning, I am getting out of bed." Say it out loud. Let your ears hear your voice in English. Then when you go to the bathroom, say, "I am brushing my teeth." You might think, but no one is listening. That's okay. Because you are listening. Your voice matters. Your practice matters. Your courage matters. The more you speak simple English sentences in these everyday moments, the more your brain gets used to thinking in English. And that's powerful. That's fluency in progress. Now imagine this. You're walking to the store. Don't think in your first language. Try to switch your Say to yourself, I am walking to the store. I will buy some milk and bread. The sky is blue today. That's a nice car. These may seem like small things, but they're not. They are tiny victories that add up over time. They train your brain to think and speak in English without fear. And what happens when you don't know a word? It's okay. You can say something like, I want that thing. The thing we use for cleaning dishes. It's not perfect, but it communicates your message. And guess what? Over time, your brain will remember the correct word. Sponge. And next time, you'll say, I need a sponge to clean the dishes. That's progress. That's how language learning works. Don't let gaps in vocabulary stop you. Find another way to say what you mean. Describe it. Point at it. Use body language. But don't stop speaking, because when you keep going, even with missing words, you are building fluency, faster than you think. You are learning how to keep conversations flowing. You are training your mouth, your brain, your confidence, all at once. This is how real learning happens. Not in silence, not in perfection, but in action, in effort, in persistence. So here's your mission today. Start narrating your life in English. Talk about what you're doing. Talk about what you see. Talk about how you feel. Even if it's just one sentence, it counts. Because one sentence today leads to 2 sentences tomorrow. And before you know it, you'll be holding real conversations, confidently, clearly, and naturally. So don't wait. Don't hold back. Speak English now. Improve it later. Your journey is already underway, and every word you speak takes you one step closer to fluency. But the key is, you didn't stop speaking. You tried. And that effort, no matter how small, is what builds real fluency. Fluency doesn't come from waiting. It doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from doing, from trying, making mistakes, learning, and trying again. So let's take a moment together right now for a short speaking exercise. Just you and me. You don't need an audience. You don't need to be perfect. All you need is consistency. Let's do it together. I'll say a sentence. You repeat it after me, out loud or in a whisper. Whatever feels comfortable, but say it. Let your voice be heard. Ready? I am learning English. Repeat that. I am not perfect, and that's okay. Repeat again. I will speak English every day. Go on, say it. I am not afraid of mistakes. One more time. Every word I speak makes me better. Beautiful. Keep going. Keep practicing simple, positive sentences like these. Speak them in the morning. Speak them before bed. Speak them when you feel discouraged. Speak them when you're walking, because your mind will begin to believe them, and your tongue will begin to move more naturally in English. Repetition creates confidence, and confidence unlocks fluency. Some people think, I need to know perfect grammar before I can speak. But that's just not true. Let me ask you this. Would you wait to play the piano until you had memorized every music theory rule? Of course not. You would start by touching the keys, playing a few notes, learning by doing, letting your fingers learn what your mind hasn't caught up to yet. Speaking English is the same. You learn the rules as you go. You speak first and correct later. That is the mindset that leads to progress. That is the mindset that leads to results. So don't wait. Don't freeze. Don't hold back because of fear. Open your mouth. Try. Even if it's just one sentence today, say it. Tomorrow, say two. Next week, say a paragraph. In time, you'll say stories. You'll share your thoughts, your opinions, your dreams in English. But it starts with one sentence and the courage to speak it out loud. And it continues with you today. You're listening to English Learning Podcast, where progress begins with your voice. Keep going. Keep speaking. Keep growing. Even native speakers don't speak perfect grammar all the time. That might surprise you, but it's true. They forget rules. They say things wrong. They change their minds mid-sentence. But the difference is, they don't let that stop them. They keep speaking anyway. They speak naturally. They speak confidently. They speak clearly. And guess what? You can do the same. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need a massive vocabulary. You don't even need to feel 100% ready. You just need to start. Now, let's talk about a daily trick that can truly help you speak better English. It's simple. It's free. And you already have the tool, your phone. Yes, your phone can become your best speaking coach. Here's what you do. Open the voice recorder app, click record, and just talk. Describe your day. Say things like, today I woke up at 7. I made some tea. I listened to music. I cleaned the kitchen. I went outside for a walk. I saw some birds and trees. I felt happy. Just talk. 1 minute. Then 2. Then maybe 5. And after you're done, don't judge yourself. Don't say, oh, I sounded bad. Don't think that was full of mistakes. Instead say, I did it. I spoke. I practiced. Then listen to the recording. Ask yourself, am I speaking too slowly? Do I pause too much? Did I struggle with any words? Did I sound confident? It's okay if the answers aren't perfect. This is not a test. This is training. Your goal is not to be perfect. Your goal is to speak more today than you did yesterday. Even one extra sentence counts. And if you want more speaking practice, try AI apps like language bots or find online language partners. But if you don't have those, don't worry. You have yourself, and that's enough. You can speak with yourself at any time. Narrate your life in English. Say what you see, what you feel, what you think. This habit trains your brain. It trains your mouth. It builds your confidence. And slowly, English becomes part of your daily life. Not just something you study in a book, but something you actually live. That's when real learning begins, when English becomes part of your thinking. Let's take a few moments now for another speaking exercise. Repeat these sentences with me. I don't need to be perfect to speak English. I am learning more every day. Speaking is how I grow. Mistakes are good because they help me learn. I speak English now. I will improve as I go. Say these to yourself every morning, or whisper them while walking. Say them before bed. Say them while cooking or cleaning, because repetition builds strength. Just like muscles grow from regular exercise, your English speaking skills grow from daily use. And when you speak English, don't stress about fancy words. Use what you know. Start simple. If all you can say today is, I like coffee, then say it. Tomorrow say, I like hot coffee. Then next week, I like hot coffee in the morning because it wakes me up. That's how you grow. One word at a time. One sentence at a time. With no pressure, with no shame, with no fear. You are a speaker now, and speakers speak. This is the English Learning Podcast, your safe space to learn, grow, and speak. Keep practicing, keep believing, keep going. That's how you expand your skills. One word at a time, one sentence at a time. You don't have to be perfect, you don't have to know everything. You just have to start speaking. That's the secret. You speak, you don't wait, you don't freeze, you begin and you keep going. Now, let's talk about another super effective way to practice English every single day, no matter where you are or what you're doing. Here it is. Describe. What you see around you. It sounds simple, maybe even too simple, but it works. It really works. This is one of the most powerful language habits you can build. Let's say you're in the kitchen. Look around and say, there is a cup on the table. I am making tea. The water is boiling. I am adding sugar. This spoon is small. My mug is red. These are not textbook sentences. These are real-life sentences. They are useful. They are true. And most importantly, they help you connect English with your environment. Suddenly, your kitchen becomes your classroom. Your home becomes your language lab. Your voice becomes your teacher. No need for a grammar book all the time. No need for complex lessons. Just look around and talk. Doing chores? Speak English. Say, I am washing dishes. This plate is dirty. Now it's clean. I use this bowl for soup. This spoon is shiny. I am cleaning the counter. Folding laundry? Speak English. Say, I am folding a shirt. This shirt is blue. I wear this to work. These pants are my favorite. This is a sock. I can't find the other one. Walking around the house? Speak English. Say, I am walking to the living room. The window is open. There is a chair by the wall. The fan is spinning. My cat is sleeping. The more you speak out loud, the more your brain connects English to reality. Suddenly, English is not just a subject. It's a skill you're using. You hear your own voice. You hear English in your life. And it starts to feel normal. It becomes natural. That's the shift we want. And when you do this every day, you will feel a change. Your fear will slowly go away. Your hesitation will shrink. Your confidence will grow. And here's the beautiful part. It doesn't matter if you're alone. It doesn't matter if nobody's listening. You are listening. You are practicing. You are growing. Now let's practice. Together again. Repeat after me. I use English every day. My home is my classroom. I speak while I clean. I speak while I cook. I am learning English right now. I am proud of my progress. Keep these words with you. Write them on a sticky note. Say them when you wake up. Say them before you sleep. The more you speak, the more you learn. The more you try, the more you grow. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Speak English today and every day. That's how fluency happens. That's how your dream becomes reality. Keep going. You're doing amazing. And remember, your voice is your power. Now, let's continue and make it even more powerful. Repeat these sentences after me, slowly, clearly, and with confidence. I can speak English while doing anything. I describe my actions in English. Speaking keeps my brain active. I learn more when I use English every day. These short sentences might seem simple, but spoken daily, they give you power. Yes, power. They remind you that English is not something outside of you. It's not something you only study from a book or a screen. English is something you can live, breathe, and use. When you speak in English, even for a few seconds a day, you tell your brain, "This is my language too." And that small shift, it changes everything. Here's another great idea that many learners use, and it might surprise you. Speak to someone who doesn't judge you. Yes, you heard that right. It could be a trusted friend, a language partner, your dog, your cat, or even your plant. You see, the goal isn't about who listens. The goal is that you speak, that you practice, that you get comfortable. There is no fear of being judged when the other person just listens with love or silence. No corrections, no pressure. Just your voice and your effort. And something amazing happens. When you do get a chance to speak with real people, you'll feel more confident. Because you've already been practicing. You've already heard your own voice in English, so don't wait. Don't wait for a classroom. Don't wait for a teacher. Don't wait for a perfect opportunity. Because guess what? You are your best teacher. Your home is your classroom. Your daily life is your lesson. And your voice is your most powerful tool. Speak while walking. Speak while cooking. Speak while cleaning. Speak while relaxing. You can speak in the morning. You can speak at night, whenever you want. Just speak. Use simple, real, daily language. Say things like, "I feel happy today. I am tired. I want to sleep early. I miss my family. I'm excited for tomorrow." These sentences are not hard, but they are real. They are honest. They connect to your emotions, and that's the best way to learn. When English becomes a tool to express what you truly feel. Because when your heart and your words are connected, learning becomes natural. It becomes beautiful. It becomes yours. Now, let's do one more short practice together. Imagine it's morning. You just woke up. Say these sentences with me. Feel them. I just woke up. The sun is shining. I feel a little sleepy, but I'm ready for the day. I will learn something new today. I will speak English today. I believe in myself. Yes, say it. I believe in myself. Because you should. You're doing something powerful. You're not just learning English. You're becoming a confident English speaker. And that journey? It starts right here. With your voice. With these simple words. And with the courage to keep going. This is Aisha. And you're listening to the English Learning Podcast. Keep speaking. Keep growing. Keep shining. You've got this. Now, imagine this. You're sitting at the table having breakfast. Say this with me. I'm eating toast and eggs. This coffee smells good. I'm reading the news while eating. Do you see how natural this feels? How real and connected these sentences are to your life? This is the kind of English that improves fluency. Not complicated grammar rules or big vocabulary words, but simple, real, spoken English used in your daily life. When you speak like this, out loud, honestly, casually, you're not just studying English anymore. You're living it. And here's something very important to remember. Your English will grow in stages. Just like a baby doesn't start running on day one, your language journey has phases. First you crawl with single words, then you walk with short phrases, Then you run, with full sentences and conversations. So if you're thinking, I'll wait until I'm more advanced before I speak, please stop. If you wait until you're perfect, you delay everything. Start small, but start now. Say a word, then a sentence, then a little more. Even if it's not perfect, that is how you move forward. That's how you grow. Let me share a truth with you. Many learners can understand English well. They can read it, they can write it, but when it's time to speak, they freeze. Why? Because they didn't practice speaking. They only practiced silent learning, like reading, listening, memorizing. But spoken English is a different skill. You must train your mouth to form the words, mind to think in English, rhythm and pace to sound natural. And how do you train? Those, not by thinking, not by waiting, but by speaking. So today I challenge you. Speak English for 5 minutes a day. Then try 10 minutes. Set a timer. Talk about your day. What did I do today? Talk about your plans. What will I do tomorrow? Talk about anything you see. There's a bird on my window. The sun is hot today. I feel relaxed. You don't need big topics. You just need your voice and your consistency. And when you make a mistake, smile. Correct yourself. Try again. That's not failure. That's progress. And here's another small speaking drill. Every night before sleeping, say aloud, 3 things you did today. I went to work. I met a friend. I watched a movie. How you felt. I felt happy. I felt tired. I felt excited. These small exercises build habits. They make speaking English as normal as brushing your teeth. And soon, your brain will form English sentences without fear. Now let's talk about something many learners worry about. Accents. Maybe you think, my English doesn't sound American. My accent is too strong. I don't sound like a native speaker. But let me tell you something very important. Your goal is not to sound American. Your goal is not to sound British. Your goal is to be understood. That's it. Speak clearly. Speak confidently. Speak with your own beautiful accent. Your accent is a part of your identity, your story, your culture. It is something to be proud of, not to hide. Even fluent speakers have accents. And that's what makes the English language so rich and global. So, let's practice speaking again. Repeat after me. I accept my accent. I speak clearly and confidently. My voice matters. My English is improving every day. These are not just sentences. They are affirmations. They build your confidence. They shape your mindset. And let me tell you something. Mindset is everything. When your mind believes you can speak English, your mouth will follow. So if you're still wondering, when is the right time to start speaking English? Let me give you the answer. Right now. Not next week. Not next month. Not when I feel ready. Right. Now. You are ready enough. You are brave enough. You are smart enough. And you are not alone. Keep speaking. Keep growing. And keep believing in yourself. This is the English Learning Podcast, and you are doing amazing. As you listen to this video, you can pause and repeat. You can speak with me. That's how you turn a video into practice. Passive learning becomes active when you speak along. One last tip before we end. Don't forget to enjoy the process. Speak English while watching your favorite shows. Describe the scenes. Repeat lines. Talk about the characters. Speak English. While doing fun things. This keeps learning light and joyful. And when you enjoy something, you do it more. And when you do it more, you improve faster. So, let's review what we've done today. Not by listing points, but by reminding ourselves of the message. You don't need perfect grammar to begin. You don't need a big vocabulary. You don't need to wait, you just need to speak. Speak with courage. Speak with consistency. Speak with honesty. You will make mistakes, and that's okay. Those mistakes will become lessons, and those lessons will lead you to fluency. So from this moment on, promise yourself this. I will speak English today, not tomorrow, not someday. Today, I will make English part of my daily life. So from this moment on, I want you to make a promise to yourself, a promise that will change the way you learn and use English forever. Say it with me. I will speak English today, not tomorrow, not someday. Today, right now, I will make English a part of my daily life. I will use English in every corner of my day, in my kitchen while I'm cooking, in my bedroom as I get ready for the day or wind down at night, and in my own thoughts. When I am alone, I will talk to myself out loud, practicing the words and sentences I know. I will speak to my friends, my family, anyone who will listen. Even if no one is around, I will keep speaking because I know my voice is important. I will grow. I will improve. I will speak. Every single day, no matter how small or simple the bar sentences are. Because fluency doesn't come from silence, it comes from action. It comes from the courage to try again, to make mistakes, to learn from them, and to keep going forward. Thank you for spending this valuable time with me today. This has been Natasha, and you've been watching English in Minutes, your place for quick, simple, and effective English learning. Before you go, remember one important thing. Don't stop speaking English just because the video ends. Even if you say just one sentence after this, that's progress. One word, one phrase, your voice. Every time you speak, you are moving closer to your goal. Progress starts with one word, one voice, your voice. So keep speaking, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time with more tips and exercises to help you on your English learning journey. Keep shining, keep speaking, and remember, your English gets better every day because you speak it. See you soon.